Taurus, you've got a group of people watching you, and they are viewing you as very wealthy. This could be in the material sense. You have a great job, a beautiful home, could actually have a lot of money, and or this could be you have a lot of spiritual health. You have a great relationship with God or spirit or the universe, whoever it is that you resonate with, but they're really looking at you some type of way, and they're seeing you as like your jackpot energy. You have this amazing, amazing wealth. They look at you like you are healthy, wealthy, and wise. So that's what I'm getting right away for you, Taurus. Spirit, what else does Taurus need to know for their highest and greatest good? Oh, look at this. We've got memories. Excuse me. The root chakra. Ooh, someone does not want me to talk, Taurus. Okay. Yeah, they don't want you to know that they're looking at you this way. This could be someone from your past, someone that's no longer in your life, or someone that has passed over. You're starting to remember who you really are. You're starting to remember why you came here, your purpose. You're remembering that your connection to spirit is very important. Your spiritual health is very, very important. You're remembering how important self-love is. You're remembering how important you are. Some of my Taurians are the type of people that are like, hey, yeah, once you're loyal to someone, you'll do anything for them. But there's such thing as overgiving, right? Like we don't want to be doing that because a lot of people do take advantage of that. So you're starting to remember, hey, I'm important and I need to love myself first before I start giving to others. So you're having a lot of memories right now. This is definitely giving me the Six of Cups energy here. A lot of people from your past are thinking about you as well. A lot of people from your past are watching you. Could be going through a glow up right now, a very big one, especially since you have this abundant energy around you. Again, this is material, spiritual, emotional. I'm getting that many of you have grown in an emotional way. You have emotional maturity, emotional intelligence. Also, what I'm getting from this is that you've decided to give yourself your own flowers. You don't really need anyone else to validate you anymore. You're like, okay, I don't need you to give me flowers. I'll just give myself my own flowers. All right, we have dangerous passion, red as a bleeding heart. Hmm. Some of you are dealing with someone who is obsessed with you. You also could have just gotten out of a toxic trauma bond, a toxic relationship that you have healed from or are still healing from. Yes, look at this. We've got obsession next. Yeah, someone from your past is obsessed with you. They're obsessed with your healing, they're obsessed with your abundance, they're obsessed with what you have and how you've been able to take yourself out of this darkness and heal. They're obsessed with your healing journey, Taurus. We've got the water card here. This person or these people that are obsessed with you, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But you've gone through a lot with this water energy here. This says what you feel. Yeah, I'm getting heavy Pisces. You've been able to determine what your feelings are, and you've been able to actually feel your feelings and then get out of that instead of staying in this instead of staying in depression, instead of staying in the what ifs and the should haves and the could haves and all of that stuff, you're like, no, you know what? I'm going to focus on my own healing. I'm going to feel my feelings and then I'm going to move on, especially when it comes to the past. You also could have had this obsessive energy here yourself of like finding out what happened with some sort of relationship that didn't work out. You decided to leave that though. You left the past in the past. There's something going on with my throat chakra. Excuse me. You decided to leave the past in the past because you knew that spirit had something better for you. You knew that there was something better for you on the other side. You grew through what you went through back there. This says new horizons to be sought. Yeah, you knew that you had something better than whatever this was. You figured out that love is not obsession. Love is not obsession. Love is not envy. And you decided, I'm also getting that you decided to go after whatever you are passionate about. If you're passionate about helping others, or if you're passionate about art, or if you're passionate about something to do with water, the beach, or you could be just passionate about your healing journey. And now you're helping others get through their healing journey. We have air. Purify yourself. This is what you did, or some of you are in the process of doing this. You chose yourself this time. You chose yourself. You could also be dealing with an air sign. Water and air we have here. You decided to look from a higher perspective. You took that bird's eye view and you're like, hey, I can either continue to be obsessed, I can continue to stay in this trauma bond, whatever this looks like for you, if this is a relationship or some sort of career. I am getting heavy relationship though here. But however it's resonating for you, Taurus, you decided, hey, I know I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to purify myself, and instead of I'm going to do some self introspection and figure out why this is always happening to me. Why am I obsessed, or why is this relationship obsessive? Why is this dangerous passion always happening to me? Why does love hurt all the time? Love is not supposed to hurt. It's supposed to heal. It's supposed to be equal. It's not supposed to be dangerous. It's not supposed to be obsessive. It's supposed to be safe. Okay. All right, Spirit. What else does Taurus need to know for their highest and greatest good? Okay. Well, that was pretty intense, Taurus, just right out the gate. But you are starting to remember who you truly are, what you're here to do, what you're worth. Yeah. Whoever this person or these people were, they were wearing a mask. They weren't being honest with you. They were deceiving you. They were pretending. They were mirroring you. You could have been dealing with a narcissist. They did not have good intentions. This could also be you, Taurus. Maybe you learned a lesson, right? A spiritual lesson. But you healed. You healed from something significant here. That's spirit. Could have also gotten over an addiction of some kind with this my eternal thirst. Yeah. You could have healed from a lack mindset. Wow, okay. Yep, some of you did that. Some of you healed. You went from a lack mindset to an abundant mindset. You healed the conflict within yourself. You have a great deal of courage, or it took a great deal of courage to even go on this healing journey. You looked in that mirror and you found out that your true love is yourself. Self-love is the best love. And now you're standing in your power, Taurus. Look at you. You're standing in your power. You woke up. This is consciousness. You decided to love yourself. You chose yourself instead of a trauma bond, instead of a crappy relationship or a crappy job. Well, let's just say a toxic relationship or a toxic job or toxic family member. Whatever it is for you, you said, "No, I'm not doing that." And now because you loved yourself, because you did the self-reflection, because you did the introspection, because you did the work, now you're standing in your power. And there's a group that feels a certain type of way about that. The group that was behind this mask. Yeah, and now you are having happy success. And this is what they're looking at. They're looking at this abundance, the spiritual and material and emotional. Like you have abundance in every area of your life, Taurus. This is awesome. Congratulations. We've got the family card here too. Some of you are dealing with family. Some of you found a new family, your soul family. You are having success in every part of your life, despite the deception from these people, this person, this job, your family. Because you tapped into your higher self. Because you worked with your higher self, you worked with spirit, you worked with God, you worked with the universe, and you chose yourself. Congratulations, Taurus. That is awesome. All right, so I feel like that is the message. I'm going to get a few cards from the tarot here to see what advice spirit has, but the message is you are in your higher consciousness with your higher self, and there are people that are envious of that. Just be careful because they are watching your abundance, they're watching your pockets, they're just really watching you, and hopefully they're learning from you, but I am getting this energy of jealousy and envy, but they're also admiring your courage. They are also admiring how courageous you were. You went from obsession to courage. You healed a lot, Taurus. You healed a lot. Okay, Spirit, what is the advice for Taurus, please? What is the advice? Yes, please. Okay. I feel like there's an energy trying to block me here. These cards feel like molasses, and I usually can run right through them very quickly. Yeah, just keep moving on from anything toxic, anything that doesn't serve you, anything that does not align with your purpose or whatever it is that you're working on. Yeah, because you are no longer blocked, you're no longer in denial. Don't give anyone from your past another chance because they're just going to burden you. They're going to not only are they going to burden you, Taurus, but they're going to dump all of their burdens onto you. And they're going to want to do this very quickly. They're going to come in like, "Hey, how are you doing, Taurus? It's been a long time." They could also come in under the I don't know why the word guise is coming to me, but the word under the guise of religion or spirituality, or like, "Hey, I see that you're a spiritual person or a religious person now, or just, whatever." They're gonna come in with a mask. Be careful of that, please, because they really just want to bring you conflict and burdens. And they're in competition with you, so yeah. Anything else, Spirit, for Taurus? Anything else? These people that are really so-called admiring you, they want what you have. They want what you have, Taurus, but they don't want to do the work to get there. So they're going to come in on their white horse very quickly, and they're going to try and take it from you and burden you. Don't let them do that. They will never see your perspective. It is not likely that they will see your perspective. And they're just going to block you from moving forward. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Ancestors, what is the final energy for Taurus, please? Final energy? Okay, we have the High Priest and the Druid. Druid? Druid, Druid. So this is intend and create and hold the space. Your ancestors want you to create. They want you to meditate. They want you to hold the space for yourself. They want you to work on your purpose. They want you to just be, Taurus. They want you to stand in your present power and just hold the space for you. Feel what you need to feel. Pause when you need to pause. Be in your purpose. Be in the moment. Be you. All right, Taurus. That is what Spirit wanted you to know for your highest and greatest good.